Welcome back to the Working Class Bug YouTube channel. My name is Ted. Today we're going to talk about what I like to call a waterhead. And I'm not talking about that weird guy you knew in high school. I am talking about a modern water-cooled Volkswagen. And today it's going to be 2012 Volkswagen Tiguan that somebody decided to help out the state road of West Virginia and clear out a ditch with. So we need to replace a fog light and some trim and get the mud out of the inside of the wheels. As you can see, my buddy here took a little nosedive into the ditch and kind of deleted some parts here. So there was a nice fog light in here that kind of got broken and disappeared into the ditch, and that's all that's left there is one little part. But I do have a new one to put into its place. So let's see, I'll get this one little piece taken off here. It remains. And let's see if I get this plugged in. A little bit of mud in there. Like I said, this thing had to be extracted from the ditch by a pickup truck. Luckily, where we live, there's a lot of nice neighbors who don't mind sparing their time to help out people. And he got pulled out by a pickup truck. So, one screw back in, that's all that holds us in here. And we'll just slap this back on. And there you go. We got a new fog light. Go flip the lights on and we'll see if it actually works. Well, you see it? All right, we got some action. All right, next little project's going to be putting this little trim back in. I think with some handy dandy zip ties and a little bit of patience, we can make that happen next. We are going to use some precision tools to fix this thing. These are factory certified repairs right here. I don't have another one of these, and I'm sure they're expensive. So here we kind of work on a budget, a little bit. Oh. Take this official Volkswagen bodywork repair tool. And pop a couple repair fittings in here. And that should be fine. All right. Let's see here. I may need need to take these out. This fender liner screw out. Get in there a little bit better because I want this end of the zip tie to be up inside there so it's not as noticeable. Oh, there's mud in there. How'd I get there? And we'll guide that right through the precision hole I drilled. Get there. Maybe. Come on. Yes. Very much a precision deal here. You have to be a professional to do this kind of work. Bring you over here where we can see a little bit better what's going on. Take another fender liner screw out. Let's see if I can fish this thing in here. Come through like that. Flip it over. Come on. All right, so now I'll breathe into my microphone some more for you. All right. Oh, it's clipped in here good. That good and tight. That is a German word, right? Good and tight. Turn these things around to where the tails point inside. Maybe. Come on now. There we go. There's that one. Break it? Probably. Yep, I broke it. So, glad I bought a spare. Yes, I did break that. So, try that again. Snake that in there. Good, snug and back in there. Tuck the fender liner back inside. Best we can. screws back in. Well, don't want to go back. Everything up here is bent all to pieces. Since somebody wanted to do the Dukes of Hazzard with this car, straightening the curves. Didn't get this curve straightened. Like the song says, the mountain got this one. All right, that appears to be one there. This thing has gotten a bath since it took its little ditch dive, but you can see inside the wheel there's still a lot of mud in there, and it's making this thing vibrate like crazy. So we're going to take the wheel off and clean out all this mud out of the inside of the wheel. It gets propped up here, and we'll see how that goes. Of course, nobody wants to steal these massively fancy wheels, so gotta have wheel lock. Let's see if I can get this thing up in here a little bit. There. Might want to do a little mutation. This might get loud. Yeah. Let's really put that one on there. Try that again. It's rattling my brains. I got them all. That. So I'm gonna have to get a breaker bar for that one. Take you to the bar. Ooh, that's warm. There we go. Nothing that my fat foot can't fix. All right, let's see what we got here. couple chunks of mud. This may have been four-wheeling. Let's see if we can get that out of there. I think we'll have to do a little bit better than that. Let's crank it up a little bit. Now what do we got? There. Oh, there we go. All right, I think you got the idea. When I went to edit this video, there was one of my video clips missing. And in that video clip, I talk about how since I've got the tire tools and all the stuff out, I wanted to go ahead and rotate the tires. So that part's missing. I did rotate the tires. And from here on out, you can see where I torque the lug studs and air pressure up the tires. Yeah, I'm going to do something that your usual tire shop, all your Walmarts and all that, they say they do, but they usually don't do. I'm going to torque the wheel nuts, or wheel bolts in this case, and then I'm going to air up the tires to the proper pressure. This car calls for 103 foot-pounds for the wheel torque. I have my handy dandy torque wrench here. Let's set it. I can show you here. Probably can't see, but right there is right on 100. 1, 2, 3. So we'll torque the, let's not steal me, lug first. If I can get it to seat in there, there we go. You hear that click? That means you're there. There's that one. Well, that one. I usually do them in kind of a star pattern. That one. And that one. Then I'll just go back over. Click. What I'm talking about with these don't steal me wheel locks, they're called wheel locks. If you look inside it, I mean, it's a regular hex key on the outside for your lug wrench. And on the inside, it has a special pattern. That special pattern matches the head of the bolt. Find it there, see it right there. So you have to have this key slipped on top of here into that pattern before you can take that wheel bolt off, which keeps somebody from easily stealing the wheels. Problem is, most car thieves have a kit of these. Yeah, there's like 25 combinations of these for Volkswagens. You can buy a whole kit of them off of Amazon for pretty super cheap, like 40-50 bucks. So they don't really keep anybody who really wants to steal tires and wheels from stealing tires and wheels. Next thing we'll do is air up the tires. And just about all modern cars, you can find a plaque in here with the actual tire pressure. This guy, it is 38 psi for front and rear and 61 for the spare. Switch back up here. That is some pretty easy stuff. I'll get my tire pressure gauge. See where these are sitting right now. They look a little low. We'll see what we got. This will work. Batteries are dead in this one. Batteries are dead in that one. Let's find one that doesn't take batteries. That one's for heavy duty trucks. Here we go. Sorry about that. All right. This is 34.5. Let's throw some air in that one. What do we got now? This is 40. Then we'll let some of that out. If you have that problem, sometimes you can take the cap and the inside of it, the top of it, you can press against the valve, and that'll let some of the air out. Now let's see where we're at. Well, I think I did too much. Now I got 37. I might have a little OCD. I want it to be 38. 39s, that's good enough. All right, same story up here. That says 22.5. So quit letting all the snakes out. Oh well. Wow, this one is so lower than the others. No idea. I think this one's had a very slow leak for a long time. I've never been able to pin it down. Letting all the snakes out, all the hisses. 39. So close enough. All right, once again, you get the idea. I'll go all the way around the car. While you're checking air pressure, it's a good idea to check the pressure in the spare. The spare in this car is in the back underneath the package tray. And we'll have a look here and see what it's set at. The tag said it should be 61 psi. That's what we will go with. And of course the tire is mounted upside down. Also, while you're back here, you want to put your tire key back in its spot back here so it doesn't get lost. It hurt. Put the tire out here and flip it over. See, it's just a temporary tire. And we'll see what it says. That says 47. Letting all the snakes out again. Get it up to 61. Well, it might take a little bit because my gauge there, I guess my pump is down a little bit. Let's see where we're at. 56. We're almost there. I don't like to fill these up too much because I have had a couple of these explode in the back when the summer heat gets them. They've got some age on them. They will pop if you put too much air in them. 59. Squeak a couple more pounds in there. I hear it going in. That should be good. Put this all back together. Lid back on it. Good to go. Let's fire this thing up and see if we have any warning lights or anything weird. We did have a warning light for a light being out, and that was the fog light that was damaged. Let's see what we got now. Air pressure. It's giving me an air pressure warning because I changed all of the air pressures. This thing is not smart enough to know tell you what the air pressures are, but it can tell you if they've changed. So let's see if I can get to the menu that does the maintenance. Tire pressure. When all tire pressures have been checked, please press store. If our pressures match, yes, confirm. Tire pressure store and the tire pressure light is out. Check engine light is on because it's always on. This is a waterhead Volkswagen, so that's always on. Well, guys and girls, thanks for hanging out with me and wrenching on another car. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Good luck. We'll see you next time.